Welcome everyone. I'm Rupali representing Vedavi Global Services, specialist in providing support and services in BI and APM space. We are specialists in pre-sales support, health checkup and optimization, installation and configuration, upgrade migration, support and maintenance, end-to-end implementation. So today my webinar agenda is for scaling and deploying for high availability and performance in OBIEE. So the point covers here about scaling, types of scaling, setting up shared files and directories, using Fusion middleware control to scale system components, about Oracle Business Intelligence components in cluster environment, configuring Oracle Business Intelligence components for high availability. So first of all, about scaling. By default, for an enterprise install and software only install type, Oracle Business Intelligence components are installed in cluster configuration and are scalable. So for scaling, it needs to be installation with enterprise install and software only installation. It's not for simple type of installation. Increasing or decreasing the capacity of system by making effective use of resources is known as scalability. Scaling is the process of increasing or decreasing the capacity of system by changing the number of processes available to service requests from Oracle Business Intelligence client. Scaling out the system provides additional capacity, while scaling in the system reduces the capacity. It depends on what type of scaling we are using, means vertical scaling or horizontal scaling. And the next, I have just mentioned the screen for scale out BI system. So here there is a screen for scale out BI system, and if you need to scale out from the existing, we have to select this option, scale out BI system. So here need to mention the host name, port number, and username and user password. So now I'm going to explain types of scaling. So the first of all, vertical scaling of Oracle Business Intelligence. Vertical scaling in OBIEE means adding more business intelligence component to the same computer to make the use of hardware resources. And there are cases when the middleware hardware is sized with many CPU and more memory. So in order to make the use of them, then we have to do vertical scaling. By default, the installation gives only one process for each component. This may not protect against the whole host failing. So now I'm just giving the example of vertical scaling. It occurs when we add additional capacity of system components. For example, we can see BI server, presentation server, Java host on the same computer. Or if we have two instances of BI server, two of presentation server, and two of Java hosts running on the same host. And but here we can see it doesn't protect against whole host failing. This is a drawback of vertical scaling in Oracle Business Intelligence. So here I have mentioned the screen for scalability. So here we can see the host name, Oracle instance, BI server, presentation server, and Java host. Just here add the BI server to presentation server, Java host in Enterprise Manager. Then the second one, that is horizontal scaling for Oracle Business Intelligence. It's mainly for providing the high availability and high performance in the large use-based installation. So here scaling out of OBIEE across the number of hosts. So here with the help of horizontal scaling Oracle Business Intelligence, it can be takes this on the number of hosts, and we can say horizontal scaling is when the OBIEE system components for BI server, presentation server, OPMM, and cluster controller Java host are set up across in a host. And in most cases, this will be for two hosts. For example, we can say BI host 1 and BI host 2. Similarly, we can see it for the admin server, like WebLogic Console, Enterprise Manager, and Managed Server, BI Plugin, BI Publisher, or BI Office are scaled up across in a host, and again could be just two hosts. And horizontal scale out of BI provides the scalability and failover of a single host. And we can say we can configure the horizontal scaling with active and active passive failover. It's having a two type of failover, active and active passive. So in case of horizontal scaling, there is no need to protect the system from host failing. And then next, that is scaling up shared files and directories. Suppose we have the multiple instances of given Oracle Business Intelligence components. We can share the certain files and directories on the shared drive. So for example, we can say the drives like NAS or SAN to simplify the management of your system. And it is recommended that suppose you host Oracle BI repository, RPD file, or Oracle BI presentation catalogs, or global cache, or shared Oracle BI scheduler script on the shared storage before you scaled out Oracle Business Intelligence component. Suppose if you plan to use sample applied.rpt sample repository, which scale out the system, then you must update this OBIEE home repository in the RPD file to point out to the shared Oracle BI server directory and mounted file system or the path name. So this is about setting up shared files and directories. The next step is to share the Oracle BI repository. So here need to create the directory for repository publishing, and the master BI server must have the read-write access to this directory, and all other Oracle BI server must have the read access. And for the use of Oracle BI repository tab, we need to give future middleware control under a deployment tab, and we can designate the shared location for Oracle BI repository. And next, that is sharing of Oracle BI presentation catalog. So it is recommended that you configure the shared directory for Oracle BI presentation catalog, so that it can be shared by presentation services components in a cluster. So with the help of the sharing BI presentation catalog, we can share all the presentation services components in a cluster, and we can place these catalogs on a network share. And for it, it's mandatory to share our catalog with the help of a network share. And then use this repository. We can do this procedure by logging to the Fusion middleware control under the repository tab, and go to the deployment tab page. And then next, we have to change the location for Oracle BI presentation catalog to the shared location where already we keep the BI presentation catalog. We just have to go that location, and we can share the BI presentation catalog. So we can share the presentation services components in a cluster. The next, setting up the global cache. So the global cache is nothing but it's a query cache that's shared by the Oracle BI server participating in a cluster. And for it, also necessary to make the shared directory of a global cache, and all the BI server must have read and write access as like the previous one. So here also the same procedure for to setting up the global cache is like just we have to log into Fusion middleware control and need to go to the performance tab. Under the capacity management page we can set the global cache path and global cache size options. The next, setting up the scheduler script path and default script path. Suppose if we use the server-side script with the Oracle BI scheduler, it is recommended that you must configure the shared directory for script so that they can be shared by all Oracle BI scheduler components in cluster. So it's like as a previous one, and here also we have to share the scheduler script with the help of to create the network share, and the Oracle BI scheduler must have like previous read write access to this share, and here also copy the default and custom Oracle BI scheduler script to the corresponding network share, and then for this scheduler script path and default script path, we need to update the instance config .xml file to set or to update the scheduler path and default path element of the BI scheduler. Then next, I'm going to explain the Oracle BI components in cluster environment. So here we can see the two hosts, host 1 and host 2. So here Oracle BI Java components are deployed on a BI server 1 and BI server 2, managed, secure, and are configured in Oracle WebLogic cluster. So here Oracle BI presentation services, Java host, BI cluster controller, Oracle BI scheduler, Oracle BI server are the system components installed on application server 1 and application host 2 and configured as a cluster. And the cluster controller and Oracle BI scheduler on a application host 2 are passive. They are started but do not service request and are only made active if the app host 1 component fails. So in the data tier, shared external storage is configured to store the BI presentation catalog. So it can be shared with the help of external store, and here in the diagram we can see the shared store for catalog, for global cache, and for repository, and we can say for BI scheduler script data. So here we can check the clusters and the about Oracle BI components in cluster environment. Then next for configuring the Oracle Business Intelligence components for high availability. So here first of all I just added the summary of configuring Oracle Business Intelligence components for high availability. So first of all needs to horizontally scaling of Oracle Business Intelligence, and second is for using Fusion middleware control to configure the Oracle primary and secondary instances, and third one for using Fusion middleware control to view the system components availability. So here horizontal scale out OBIEE deployment, so that it includes the two components with full set of Java and system components in each host, and this task includes running of Oracle Business Installer and configuring the shared files and directories and scaling out the system components using Fusion middleware control, and second to configure the primary and secondary instances of cluster controller and BI scheduler. So here we can check our availability and failover, and here we can check the configuration of primary and secondary instances and we can make our configuration of primary or secondary instances with the help of enterprise manager under the tab of availability. And here we can check the configuration of primary and secondary instances here. And I just added the screen for the idea point of view here for BI scheduler and BI cluster controller. So thanks for participating in webinar. We will look forward to see you again in upcoming webinars for Vedabi Global Services. And please contact us for any query related to BI and EPM space to ML, and mobile number available on the contact us site. Have a great time. Thank you.